Yes, but you know what you're gonna get, right? You know who you just asked that question to, right, Slack? Okay, just you remember the pictures of Vendrith and I have.
I'm just saying.
I'm just
I'm just saying that I have a nice song stuck in my head now.
Oh God. All right, they should be off and racing relatively soon. Let me get Rex's all fixed here, because he should be good. Yes, he is. Beautiful. We is good. We is golden. We will be off and racing momentarily. REXMoreop on the left. ThisGuyIsBarry on the right. Prepare the potatoes. I will say that again. Prepare the potatoes. It's gonna get funny. Fucking magnets. How do they work? God damn it. That was what I was waiting for. I knew somebody was gonna do it. I knew it. Oh man. Alright, best of luck to both of these guys. Again, winner moves on to the finals. We're gonna do a best of 5 through the blue baby in the chest. So again, this is for $1,000 for that matter too. So best of luck to Barry, best of luck to Rex. Relatively soon. Oh, yep. I said, yep, we're good. We're good. Sorry. Should have clarified that. I didn't say yes the correct way to run there, so he wasn't setting them. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? Oh my God, you guys are the best. Oh Lord. All right, now we're gonna get off and racing in a second or two. My bad. Yeah, go Olafel, go! Here we are. Best of luck to both of you guys. Again, we're starting from scratch. The 2 earlier resets don't mean anything if you were watching both of them. !multi2 will get you into both of their channels. Wow, Rex actually got way better than earlier. This is immensely less potato-y than earlier. I'm super impressed, actually. Oh, wow.
It's still pretty bad for me.
Oh, this is immensely better than it was. I'm being serious. This is way better than it was when we tested this earlier. I'm super impressed, actually, right now. For being 300 bitrate, this is super impressive.
And we've got a start for Barry with Death's Touch.
And still nothing for Rex, unless you want to take...
Number 1, man.
No. I think we all... Well, I don't want to say that we all know not to take number 1. It's won a few races. I mean, you can't deny it. It is okay, but you got to build it with something else. A little bit of health up as well for Barry. Damn, he's finding everything already. So he's up to 4 hearts. Excuse me again. Wow, man, those item rocks not paying off for Rex in the same way, though. He just got some coins. Lots of them, I'd like to point out. Yeah, again, Rex is on vacation right now, so he actually went out of his way. I think he drove like 500 kilometers or something. I forget the exact number now total, but it was way out of his way. He actually went and got an internet stick because the place he was staying was supposed to have good internet. And they flat lied and were like estimating it by about, 20 times more than what it actually was. So he got totally hosed here. But he went out of his way to go.
It's just like ISPs. When they say up to, that doesn't mean that's what you're going to get.
God, no.
99% of the time.
Although you could get up to 1 nickel and a whole bunch of pennies in that pageant boy, and that's exactly what Barry got. So there's, there's both sides of it. I will say that much. It could. Wow, this is a weird arcade room. That's not an arcade room, but it feels like one. Actually, it is. That was a flat-out arcade.
Yeah, no, that was an arcade.
I take back.
Arcades are all sorts of funky now.
Yeah, they're really weird. Like, you get some of the strangest gambling setups. I've seen it where it's all 3-card Monties. Like, just, okay, why do we need 3 of these? Oh, God, holy water. Ugh.
Yeah, holy water. The best thing about that item is that if he gets God runes, that won't be there now.
Wow, nothing for Rex again. Oh, my God. Can he get a reroll? Was there a battery I didn't see? Ooh. Along with everything else pixelated,
yeah,
but was there? Oh, there is.
Outside his boss room, it looks like.
Lo and behold. Slack, I love Mr. Andy Pants. Slack, are you referencing Ruzo's shoes right now? Yes, he was. Funny you mentioned that.
Maybe.
Oh my God, these items, Rex. Oh, dude. He's getting nothing, man. Like, Barry's just cruising along here, and Rex has gotten absolutely nothing. Oh, there's a reroll.
He could have used that bent penny. You don't know. Now, was that his 4th or 5th reset?
I believe this is the last one, and he's got a reroll in the last room that I don't know that he saw. There is a battery on the floor.
He's probably going to try to make the most out of the battery and
true.
Recharges on the room.
That is true, because if he has enough floor,
excuse me.
Yeah, if he has enough rooms on the floor, he can build another reroll before the battery. Yeah, this is immensely better Dynablade than it was earlier. Like, this is night and day difference in quality. Like, before it was, like, streaking. Like, it was bad. Oh, he's gonna be... No, he'll get it after the boss fight. He will have just enough.
Okay, he does have another...
I guess you do it. I don't know why you can't really pass up the chance at this point. He needs an item. With
Yeah,
what Barry's
he needs
rocking.
to try. He needs to do everything he can to try to guarantee an item out of this floor.
And Larry Jr.
The most
not being
chances
cool.
possible, and I mean, let's say that this re-roll gets him an item, then he can save that re-roll either for this boss room or for his next floor.
Woo, that was close.
He is having a rough time with this boss, though.
Yeah, he's trying to rush. He probably knows where Barry's at if he's looking at all.
He knows where Barry's at, and he knows what Barry has.
Yeah.
Actually, he
may not.
not know where Barry's at,
Yeah.
thanks to his internet. He might be putting all of his eggs into the upstream basket right now.
And I don't blame him, because if he is, again, wow, this is night and day difference, so, Jesus. Like, if you saw what this looked like earlier, I was questioning if we were going to finish this run.
God.
Ooh, golden bomb. Infinite bombs for the floor. You can make some use of that. Maybe try to find yourself a trinket. Maybe not a race situation, but definitely in a normal run.
Terrible items. What does he get out of his reroll?
Come on, something. Slow effect? Wow, he's going to take Bob's rotten head. Use it once for the secret room. Hope that it's
secret
good.
room, hope for a battery.
It's not.
Nothing. Maybe a pill. Maybe a 48-hour pill.
Nope, question marks. Nothing.
Oh,
Wow.
God, that's rough.
Rex, ouch, dude. He's got no more rerolls left, by the way. There's a limit of 5, if you guys don't know. The racers did this, not me. So now after this, he he can reset if he really wants to. Like, if he gets his devil deal and there's nothing in it, he could still reset. He just has to skip the item room on the first floor from then on out. Because, if you notice, you get more options on that first one. Barry, on the other hand, is going to get that from now on because he has the actual item. So now in all of his item rooms, he's going to get 2 items.
And he gets to re-roll this boss item a few times. Thanks to all of these batteries on his floor. Caffeine pill, the best thing he's found so far, but it's still...
Yeah, and it's not what we need.
Much.
It is not what he needs in the slightest bit. It's all right, but it's certainly not helping, because here goes Barry onto his caves 2 already. Just cruising here. And we got the boss fight,
he's
at
trying to
least.
make up for lost time, Rex is, and he's coming up on his devil deal finally. He should be able to close that out fairly easily, as long as he doesn't get a really frustrating boss to go up against.
Like Champion Little
All
Horn?
right. Little Horn isn't too bad compared to a bunch of the enemies it could have been. At least it's not Ragman. And he's going to be getting his reroll back perfectly after finishing this fight. Please do not let it be Krampus for Rex's sake.
Yeah, we'll explain it one more time for everybody that doesn't get it. That's just a picture in the same aspect that my whole backdrop here is a picture on Rex's side. He does not actually have a trinket. There is nothing benefiting him in any way, shape, or form. Much like this, it is just a picture. It is nothing.
He closes out his devil deal.
And gets... wow.
What a solid deal that was.
Brimstone, Goathead, and Succubus, I believe. Or is that Incubus?
Yep.
That's Succubus.
That was Succubus.
Wow. Not a bad
That's
find.
very good.
So obviously, big shot changer with Brimstone, as you can see. If he's in the aura that Succubus provides him, then he gets even more damage out of that shot. Oh, and he has Goathead, meaning that no matter what, he's getting a devil deal from here on out. Oh, and the door's going to stay open even if he leaves multiple times. It will still remain open no matter what on the floor. That can come in very handy for you on your own run. Because if you have rerolls, and believe me, there's batteries everywhere, make use of that. You will, oh my goodness, you can get some super good items really quick that way.
He is doing a lot of work to make up for lost time now.
And he's
right
coming
towards
back.
His boss, and the room clear on that Brimstone is helping him in a huge, huge way.
And Barry's going to take a couple extra seconds here as he takes out Krampus, but that reroll pays
Get
off.
some more.
Woo! That will work. He'll take that.
Ouch.
And again, nothing real spectacular on the opposite end here, but wow, Maw the Void now as well for Barry. He's on to his Depths 1, has a full floor advantage here. And again, Rex is making up good time, but oof, that Maw is not going to help him do it anymore. Barry just got a very nice game changer.
Yeah, this got very equalized when it kind of needed to not be for Rex's sake.
Rex got a nice teleport into a devil deal for a thumb, eh? It's all right.
There we go. Nice. Would have been nice if he'd had his D6 up there. It would have saved him some time. I mean, there's no way he could have planned around it.
Well,
just that the game's not being very kind.
he actually could kind of plan around it. He's got Goathead, so he knew he was getting back in there. So maybe...
Well, he knows
you wait.
that's what I'm talking about. It would have been nice if he'd had it up then. Because
Right,
then
at that
he could have
exact
charged
second.
it across the rest of the floor, yeah.
Right, gotcha. Okay, fair enough. Gotcha. Ooh, how about a yo, listen. Not the...
Yo, listen up, here's an item.
Oh, God. And you were complaining that I wanted to do the hey, I'm Crumps and have you say I'm not so Crumps
you know
intro.
what?
Come on. Come on, man.
Mine was better. All right, I
Okay,
said
well,
it.
touche, it is. It is, but and that's neither here nor there. Oh, God.
Bomber Boy pickup now for Barry. That's going to help his bombs do a gigantic AoE. Not that helpful. He'll drop a bomb in a few fights, but we're not going to see too much use from that.
Yeah, maybe against Isaac and against Blue Baby. Other than that, though, Infamy's not horrible by any standards. I'll definitely take it. Also, Damon's
Infamy's not bad, but he's already survivable enough.
Yeah. Well, you say that, but you never know. There's those weird rooms. Now, again, Samuel modded out, and big props to Samuel for the mod, but he modded out all the guaranteed damage rooms, so you're not just going to walk in and get face planted with something anymore. Those rooms are gone. So, again, I'm not saying it's your fault if you lose your health, but it's not the game's fault is what I'm getting at. And with this much, yeah, he's, what, 7 hearts in? God, that's kind of hard to see that last one. Yes, he does have 7 with that extra sin heart, so he's looking all right, and it's going to keep on helping him here.
Wire code hanger, not a great change. Hey, there we go. Dark matter, finally some more damage up for him.
And there's that reroll we spoke of earlier. But again, slightly behind, as you can see, Barry's ripping through Mom's foot already, and darn near done with it. Oh, this is where it's going to get real tough to see. The darkness is where you're going to notice the bit rate.
Yeah, when he was walking around in the Devil's Room earlier,
God.
I was like, this is going to be a fun time, isn't it?
It's
really
only
good
when
use
it's
of
dark.
That demon judgy there. He used the demon judgy to not have to lose half of a soul heart getting out of that cursed room.
Yeah, I do like when he, you'll see a lot of the racers do stuff like that to actually make very good use of, you name it. There's a bunch of different ways to get out without actually taking damage, whether it be a flight card and knowing which direction in or out you're going to get injured with flight and which one you don't. Stuff like that. Like, paying attention to that while you're trying to race too is super hard, but these guys are all right on top of it every time. I love watching that. Again, Maw the Void just ripping on through everything here for Barry. Waiting on... Oh, I was going to say waiting on that Brimstone thing to actually stop shooting Brimstone to actually retaliate with his own, but Rex got kind of lucky with the yo listen. Excuse me. Yep, there's a bracket for you. So we may have the continuation of one more race after this tonight, but that really depends on Crafter's ISP, which decided that it needed to take a night off mid-race for him. So he's down 1-0 to Slash right now, but we had to postpone the rest of it. It's like a rain delay, if you will, if we were in baseball, because like we're doing that. But nonetheless, it's, you know, we have to wait it out. He has no ISP at the moment, so. All right,
Rex is doing what he can to play catch-up here, but it's not easy when your opponent has what he's got right now.
Spirit of the Night. Not what we're looking for. Decent. The flight is okay, but he already basically had the spectral tier. He's having Brimstone, so he's got flight.
Some more tiers up and some more survivability for Barry too.
Yeah. By the way, Barry's got an Emperor card hiding in the underground of that Twitch logo.
Oh yeah, I didn't
as
even
it's
look
been
down.
pointed out. Thank you, by the way, for that notice. Thank you guys in chat for that. Yeah, and he just picked that up too. So now that's going to cut out one entire floor. That teleports you directly to your boss fight, for anyone curious. So that's going to cut an entire floor out of this race for him. My guess would be he's either going to use it in... Well, obviously, he's going to use it in Cathedral or in the chest. 90% of the time it's the chest, but we'll see.
Yeah, very, very, very high chance of it getting used in the chest. That's where you're going to find the rooms that cost you the most time, because a lot of them are boss fights or multiples of a boss fight thrown together.
Because it's evil like that. It gives you multiples. By the way, look at this. Rex really tearing through here, making up some time. He's in his Depths 2 fight. But keep in mind, Loom 2 for Barry, so there's a huge discrepancy between them still. But Rex is coming back. He ain't out of it. He ain't giving up.
And if he had an Emperor card too, or if his opponent didn't have one,
he can't buy it though.
Nice. Yeah, he's 2.5 hearts.
Wait, he can. Because he turns into Leviathan.
That Leviathan.
Wow.
I hadn't been keeping up with that
Good catch on that one, Rex. I didn't notice that.
Smart move.
He went back in, so thankfully he had the goat head too. Otherwise he wouldn't have probably had that opportunity. But really good move there. He didn't die because he turned into Leviathan, which gave him 2 sin hearts. Gives him flight, which he just bought beforehand anyway, so whatever. But now he gets damage up from the pentagram, and he's Leviathan. Very good move. What's up, Coffee? How you doing? Oof.
Takes the nail and the empty vessel.
Ooh, and a sack
nice
dagger
play.
reroll.
Oh, that sack dagger really seals it up.
Yeah,
quite
that's
nicely.
going to make it super tough for Rex to come back on Barry at this point. The build was super disgusting as it was, but now he's got an Orbital and Maw of the Void going at the same time. And
If Rex had
Nine
picked
Hearts?
the right direction on this floor, it would have been somewhat interesting, but as is, that's too much to make up.
Yeah, he's going to take that goat hoof back just for the extra speed, because he needs it at this point. He actually super needs that movement speed. But yeah,
Clears that previous room with Sin Heart. Not sure if it was on purpose or not.
I don't
He
think
is
it
now
was.
Down to 1 heart.
maybe it was. I mean, I've
It
seen
may
him
have
do
been
strange
because
things.
it's a large room, and it would have
Yep.
taken a minute.
But man, to go down to 1 heart where everything hits you for that, uh-oh, yeah, that's why. Are you serious?
Oh,
Oh, it kicked him into the fight too. That's, oh god, that's brutal.
man.
Oh, see, this is why I don't think it was on purpose, was because now everything hits you for that 1 heart, just like that. There you go. Wow. So now again, he doesn't actually get to use anything in here, so it doesn't matter, because he died, so you don't get to take that first item anyways. Rex, you don't get to take item rooms anyways, bro. You might as well just keep going. On that note, though, pretty much 3/4 of the way, almost. Uh-oh, is that the right spot? It is. Wow, that doesn't look like Barry was in the right spot there, but I'll be damned. He avoided all the pillars of light. I thought you had to be like dead center on the door, not over on the left. Maybe that's why I don't do
awkward.
that. Maybe that's why I take so much damage in that spot. That might explain everything. All right, let me bring Barry up to full screen here. Let's see what he can do up in his chest, which again, Emperor card. He's going to go directly to his boss fight with a little more damage with Cricket's head. Thank you.
And Eve's Mascara, there we go. That's
Wow.
quite nice.
And lost contact for some shielded tears, because we don't need to get hit, right?
When you've got piercing, I mean, you might
Wow.
as well.
By the way, Rex knew he was done there. Like, Rex knew that Barry was winning this one. If you're wondering what he's doing, he knows. Rex ain't stupid on this one. He knows full well that Barry was going to finish that run, which he did. And Barry's got himself a 1-0 lead. Very nicely done on both sides. That death was just... How did that door not open is my question. What other enemy was still alive in
I
that
think
room?
he was pressing up against the bottom of the door. That was the problem.
Oh, okay. I was going
He
to say,
wasn't
because
quite dead center.
I wasn't quite sure what it was that was still alive that kept him from exiting, but that makes perfect sense. Okay, that makes much more sense to me. So again, he was just a little bit south on the door from where he should have been to go through it. Wow, look at that. They both got the resets happening already. Good lord. All the gambling. Is that an Edmund? The entire game is. The entire game is about as much of a troll as that dude is. But again, they'll be off and racing here in round number 2 in a moment. Best of 5. You can see the coins are keeping track of who's got the lead. It's Barry in the, or this guy is Barry, I should say, in the lead 1-0 right now. Excuse me. Let's see. Oh, nice. Crafter's got internet again. Did not lose his run either. Sweetness. So we should be able to finish this tonight. Words I like. Cool beans. All right, so right as I say that, it looks like Crafter does actually have internet again, so thumbs up on that one. We will get that race finished at some point right after this one, but we're going to run on through the remainder of this. God, that was a tongue twister. She sells down by the seashore. Yeah, no, anyways. Oh no, right as I say that too, we get the freaking buffer over on Rex's side. No. Oh god.
Oh, wait.
It might have kicked back on. That may just be the going offline ad that it forces on you, though. Is that Andromeda, or is this, yeah, that's, never mind. I already have my answer. Where's the derpy eyes? Show me the derpy eyes. Walk like a crab. Mass Effect Andromeda.
He's listed as live, but I can't get his video to play.
I'll see if this ad ever ends. Yeah, he just showed his live, and then it kicked it back to here. Son of a biscuit. Oh, now it says offline. Rex, no!
I have him as live with his offline screen, and I have a play button. I can hit the play button, but then it just goes back to the same setup.
That's bizarre. I've never had that
So
one happen.
that's great.
I don't even have the play button. I can click on, if you can, well, everybody on stream can see it, I can click on the video, which, I mean, I guess we could watch that. Oh, wait, hold on. He's gone live again.
Wait, there we go. All right, we're all good.
Now we're good. Now we're good. So anyways, they're both in their first room, like I was saying. Right, Bezo? That down emote is perfect for Mass Effect.
And buffer wheel.
Oh, no. Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, wait. No, we're back. Okay, good. It just thought about it for a second. Like I said, guys, it's going to be one of those nights. Just prepare for this. It's one of those nights already. Crafter got kicked offline for a little bit. Rex is having issues here, as you can see. Ooh, this is going to get interesting. Here we go. We're off and running, though. So best of luck again here in round 2. Ooh, early mapping for Rex, possibly? Along with Gimpy? Nope. Gonna say no.
Oh, wow.
That's tough.
Resetting, okay.
That's tough to pass up. I mean, yeah, you're giving up your D6 early, but... man, I don't know. That's tough.
We've seen the Book of Secrets pay off for people a lot of times, and that's not even full mapping.
Hey, Slack, remember when you joked about the crooked penny earlier?
I do.
Okay. I was gonna say, is he really taking this? Because, wow. Oh, wow, that spider pushed the TNT barrel? I didn't know they could do that.
The pushable ones, yeah.
That's evil.
Enemies can shove them around, too, and that is scary.
Wow, I've never had that happen to me yet. I've always had them just bounce right off and then walk another way. I've never seen that go down before. That's crazy. Oh, wow, that's tough. Daddy Longlegs or Dark Bum, and I'll take Daddy Longlegs in this situation like Rex did for the DPS boost. Because that is actually pretty darn nice on the damage. I will say, I do like that item quite a bit, especially in this roll set. I'm taking Daddy Longlegs. Man,
I would like it a lot more if Daddy wasn't an idiot all the time.
This is my issue with
it. He waits until you have an enemy 1 or 2 shots away from finishing it off, and then he's like, hey, I heard you need some help with that one. Let me step on that for you. And
Here,
it's like, dude, go step on one of the other guys.
Let me do 80% damage to this already dead enemy. Like, oh, gee, thanks, bro. You're the best. How did you know that's what I wanted for Christmas? Wow, nothing again for Barry. He's got a nice start room here, but... oh, jeez. He's thinking.
Pad and Bill.
He thought about it. He's still thinking about it.
He's got that cursed room at least. Yeah, here we go.
Nothing, though. I'd have at least checked the pills. Maybe, just maybe, you get a reroll out of it.
Even a tears up in that situation isn't enough to make that run worthy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you can get another, like, 48-hour energy out of it, you know, get a reroll, maybe you get something. Because it is late in his rerolls here. He doesn't have much more to work with, and we've got Rex already moving on to his second floor as well, so much like last time.
A Jesus juice.
Yeah, so more damage. Daddy Longlegs as well.
A little bit of damage and a little bit of range. Damage is one of the best things you can get out of your boss room items.
And there's not that many of them, are there? Like, I can think of maybe 4?
There's not that many that are any good. And
yes,
we
that's
see
the problem.
Another Purity pick up this run, and that one is range active. I just want to point that out.
Now you know for sure. By the way,
now I know for sure because I watched the numbers change.
And the other good thing about it, with Purity, there is in normal runs that will give you another item. Oh my god, this devil deal that Rex just got.
Okay.
Woo! Alright, anyways, back to Purity really quick. If you get that in a normal run, when you reset or when you die, you get a starting item next time. That is taken out for this mod. Excuse the hiccups. So, Zamiel, again, thank you very much. On the note of, oh my god, that devil deal, it's a knife.
Damage and range to go with that knife, too. Oh, wow.
I don't like that start.
Number 2.
I don't like that start for
that's
Barry.
His last run, or his last reset, so...
Yeah, but do you really need number 2 at that point? I may skip the item. Well, okay, it's going to pay off in this room huge, and it just did. But that scares me so much.
It'll help sometimes, but...
I don't know, like this room again will help him. But they're so few and far between. As you get later and you're firing off tiers, that as you get more tier rate, have a higher chance of firing off a pile of explosive bomb poop behind you that can hit you? No thanks. No thanks. I'll pass the item. I'll just skip it completely.
Who knows? Maybe he gets a full bomb build run. Maybe he just keeps finding bomb items as this goes on.
Let's see. What can we re-roll in here for Rex? Bomb bag, speaking of bombs. Maybe that'll show up.
Bomb items.
I like that move too, dropping a Demon Judgy right next to the reroll machine. Eve's Mascara, more damage. Very nice pickup actually for Rex.
Bunch of damage, but shot speed down and tier rate down, which means that his knife is a little bit harder to charge, but he's alright.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna, I would say, cry too much about it, and then I realized that we're playing Isaac, and cry is not really the right verb to use here.
He's got a knife now, so he's not crying at all, as a matter of fact.
How
And he gets
about-
another devil deal. Yeah, you definitely take
Yeah.
Spirit of the Night there.
Absolutely. That way you can fly with a knife, that's huge. Being able to add flight onto a knife is probably one of my best combinations. You give me flight, I'm gonna be tough to touch.
And his knife is spectral now, because that makes such a big difference.
Yeah, a couple more pills. Nothing too good out of the, again, if you notice what Rex is doing here, he's blowing up a bunch of those mushrooms. You can wind up getting something like the, I can't remember the name of it now, the mushroom trinket.
Liberty Cap.
Thank you, Liberty Cap, my goodness.
Yeah.
You can wind up getting Liberty Cap out of there. You can actually wind up getting the mushroom pickup items like the mini mush, things of that nature. Believe me, it happens more often than you'd think. So if you have the chance, actually blow those up. They're quite good for you. Ooh, money equals power, and you're gonna say no with 23 cents.
I mean, with how much money he's already got, I think that would have been fine.
Yeah. I mean, wow, that buffer was like millisecond old and just went away. That was crazy. I've never seen a buffer that quick. Man, just firing these shots as Barry, just watching him dodge all these extra bombs that get dropped. Because that ruins your sacrificial dagger. And by the way, sacrificial dagger for Barry again, I haven't said anything about really good trinket, or excuse me, really good orbital. Yeah, if it was a trinket, Jesus Christ. But no, really, really good orbital. So again, good contact damage. But if you're firing off tiers, and all of a sudden a number 2 fires off, you have to move. So it kind of takes away.
If you put a bomb right next to an enemy, you're
Yeah.
not going to be. I mean, there's some minor synergy there because you want the bomb right next to an enemy anyway.
This is true.
But the problem is he has to run away afterwards and not get the damage out of his sack dagger.
And not just that, but it could cost him lining it back up again afterwards. So all the time lost in that is actually going to continually compound upon itself, and it's not going to be pretty by the end of it. That's why I do not like number 2. I would have said no. I just would not have taken an item there.
But the thing is, on the other side, his opponent is only at 1 soul hurt right now. There is a risk of Rex dying somewhere right now. It's
And a large
not
set.
a large risk because Rex is a pretty good player, but there is still that risk.
It's there. Ah, there we go. Now we got a second one.
There we go. All right.
And a couple more pennies, which isn't going to help him that much, but we'll take that
Ooh.
battery. And Mom's key, sure. He needed the
Mom's
keys.
key, all right.
He needed the keys. He didn't have any more.
Yeah, he could definitely use some keys, but he was not hoping to find that among
No.
all of the items he could have pulled out of that.
No,
I figured he was planning on spending his money on some mapping if he could.
Agreed.
That's definitely what he was fishing for there, and it's why he didn't want to take the money equals power.
Yep, even blue map, treasure map, compass, any of those he would have been plenty happy with
Anything
instead.
would've been huge.
It would have been so much better than what he got. He's okay with the keys because he can use them, but not what he was looking for in that situation. I guarantee
And a soul
it.
heart drop in that previous room,
Ooh,
which
yep,
he has
nice.
to go back for because he found a dead end.
Which, not nice, but hey, it paid off all right in the long run. But yeah, he's back up to 3 hearts, looking much safer before make that 4, because another one just dropped behind him. And of course, brownie fight, yeah, you kind of want to make sure you have some health, because these things will just run underneath you with no notice whatsoever. And a screw, does he know that the... Yes, he does. There we go. There we go. Yeah, the game does have a story. To really elaborate on it, it's never been fully explained by the creator because he wants it that way. He wants you to be able to interpret it, but he does have his own meaning for it, which he's said, you know, somebody came pretty close to the description on. So it's pretty dark, I'll say that much. I'll let you figure it all out
That's
for yourself.
very dark. The story that's presented is that Isaac's mother, God tells Isaac's mother to kill him. And so Isaac runs away into their basement, and then their basement turns into a set of caves and turns into a set of depths, and then you go into your mother's own womb after you stab her foot.
Much like what just happened on Rex's side. For some reason, after you cut her foot off, Krampus shows up and gives you a cat tail. We haven't really figured that portion of the story out yet, but hey, to each their own.
Interesting. He's not taking the tail, even though he has the mom's key here.
I was gonna say, I would probably have taken that. I don't really... I can see the downfall to taking it at the same point, but he also doesn't have any guppy items, so...
Yeah,
I can
but
understand
I mean,
it.
it's almost a non...
Yeah, it's almost a
situation
non-thing.
there.
Yeah, it doesn't really hurt you. in any way, shape, or form. I mean...
I guess he doesn't need it, so I can kind of
Yeah.
understand there. It doesn't immediately help, and it would in fact cost him time from opening chest.
I can understand that. And it may...
But
look, he's murdering
it's
through.
the thing between where he is compared to where his opponent is, and then you have to say, does he need anything too?
Yep, exactly. And no, I don't think he needs a single thing right now. Look at his hearts. But like, he had one heart a while ago. We were just making mention, not even two floors back, of how scary that was. He's sitting at 10 now. He's doing all right. Ooh, how about a Blood of the Martyr over on this guy's Barry side? Possibly too little too late, though, because, again, yeah, you can just see we're just murdering through everything because Rex has got the health to do it. And he gets a Polaroid proc every
he's
time.
He's got the knife, he's got the damage.
He's got Kane's eye.
He's at 19.3 damage right now.
I didn't even notice Kane's eye.
Yeah.
He's got a 25% chance of getting mapping. And how about a Sin Heart? Sure, why not toss that on top? God, Barry's getting no luck with these enemies either. How about mini mask?
We finally see some soul hearts popping up for Barry thanks to the pajamas he picked up on the last floor. Really, really good use of his number 2 bomb there.
Ooh.
Just realizing it was about to trigger and walking back for it.
And look at this, makes up a floor too. So now he's into his depths too because that skipped him right on down without having to worry about anything else. And he needs that. Like, definitely needed to make that time up.
That desperately.
He needs another one.
Walk right towards his boss right now.
I would say
and then a devil deal with something amazing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I say he needs another one, but he can't use it. Oh, there's the other 2 Guppy pieces.
Wow. Oh. I mean, Guppy's not that big of a deal with the knife, but it's still...
No, it would have been a full Guppy, though.
If I see an opportunity to be Guppy, I'm like, oh yeah, of course you give it to me on this run. Oh, you little...
Quite honestly, and again, Rex does not need the health. He's proven this multiple times over, even in this run. But if you're me, and I have to spend 6 hearts to get to the point where I have full Guppy here, because you got the tail for free and then had to buy both of those... I don't know. Like, I don't think I'm doing that.
That's the other thing. At this point, I mean,
I'm
it's
keeping
not
my
going to make
hearts.
much of a difference here. It's just frustrating every time you get to make the Guppy.
Exactly.
Or when the only time you get to make the Guppy is on a knife run.
It doesn't have to do if Hush is easy or not. It's about where they wanted to race to, and that's not actually speed runnable in any way, shape, or form. It's not this one. Screw my hotkeys. Whatever. Well, that's not the greatest of those 2 chests. Again, it doesn't matter. Rex has got himself a build that is just going to murder through everything up here in the first place, so moot point. But, God, those items sucked. He got nothing off of those 2 chests.
Those are bad. At that point, you're just looking for a fun item or 2, like a 20/20 for a little
quad shot. Even, you know, triple shot's pretty fun, because then you get 3 knives thrown out in front of you. Just something, you know, anything that's funny. But yeah, nothing. Can't even get another... Well, he'll get another reroll, but he ain't going back there. This has got to be the correct way. There's no way he has to backtrack in my book. In before. In before commentator curse.
Why? Why would you say these things?
Because you know me. I like commentator cursing people. It's so much fun. Rex is doing really well with that knife, too. Those little spiders give me issues sometimes, and if you get the same problem with them, don't throw the knife. Just spin around with it, basically, because that way the spiders won't get in between where you threw the knife and your person. Actually really helped me get through that, because, God, I'm terrible with those. By the way, don't blink.
For how much Barry has made use of those number 2 bombs, I really wish he'd been able to get more tears up on that build.
I know, it could have been so fun.
Put more of those out.
That really could have been fun. On the note, too, Rex just tied this thing up at 1 apiece, so we are dead even right now. Let me bring on the windscreen on everything so that I don't forget it later, because otherwise I will. Boom. Very nicely done, though, Rex. That knife especially, but Jesus Christ, man. Like, Barry was starting to get some good stuff, and like we said, that number 2 was... He had nothing else. That was his 5th reset. He had to go with something. He took it, and like Slack said, if there would have been some tears up, there would have been more use out of it. He made very good use of what he had. And, you know, it could have been really, really, really interesting to see that with a maxed out tier rate, or even, you know, beyond maxed out, and getting over the cap, or under it, I should say. That could have made it real fun. Team Potato. Team Potato takes a victory. I gotta give this credit, too. When I watched this earlier, when Rex did his test cast earlier, we were questioning if we were going to be able to finish this one. I'm not joking. Like, there was a serious debate about whether or not that was actually doable. So I gotta give it up to this internet. It's held up way better than expected, so... Way, way better. This is why you never underestimate Lalafels. Alright, looks like they got themselves set up. We're going to get round 3 underway. At this point, it's a best of 3. First person to win 2 matches moves on to next week's finals. Guarantees themselves at least a total of $1,500 powered by Twitch. Thank you guys again. And yeah, races for the right to be possibly in the money for $2 grand. So all that's next week in the finals, but they're off and racing here. There's going to be a delay. Again, we have a referee in call, so we'll know, like, there's going to be a huge delay on Rex's side tonight. There we go. Good lord. But we have a ref in call, so don't worry about it. Like, we'll know when one finishes. If there is a slight delay between it, yes, you'll see the delay here, but it won't come into effect whatsoever. Yeah, those little dudes are so cute. But they are. Lalafels are cute when you punt them. I'm not biased. What do you... Shh.
All the trash items showing up for both sides right
Man.
now. Tough love is the closest thing to a good one.
Yeah, like, what do you... do you take it? Nope. You're ahead of me on Rex's side if you saw Tough Love there, because I just saw it. Purity?
Yeah.
Wow, gonna pass Purity.
No, that was Eden's Blessing.
Oh, it was Eden's. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought that was Purity. Once again, the potato
I couldn't
internet.
tell when he first walked in. I had to squint real hard. That 300 bitrate white flowery item. Which one is that?
Yeah, right? Well, it's one of the two. It's the same thing like when they pick up any of the syringes. I'm not going to be able to tell you what color it is till it shows up on the item tracker.
Like, for a second, I thought that the straw in that room was
the razor. Oh, wow, okay. I thought you were going to say the razor, but yeah, Death's Touch. Fair enough. Oh, something just got fart re-rolled over on Barry's side. He found one of the 4 banned items, well, not banned, but one of the 4 items that you're never going to get on the first floor. So either Tech X, the knife, I've already forgotten, holy crap.
Tech X knife, fetus, and epic
Thank
fetus.
you, fetus and epic fetus are the other 2. I was thinking it, but I was like, you know, no, it can't be. Yes, it is. You can't get those till the 2nd floor. They will go back into the item pool.
I like that Rex saw the pencil twice, and he had to take it the 2nd time. It's like, all right, fine.
Yeah, it's
I'll
like
spew out some extra tears.
Just like he just did. Beautiful timing on that. Wow, how did he miss that pickup of the nickel? He was right there. What does the lead pencil do? Every now and then?
It's a sticky nickel.
Oh, it was. That's why. Fair enough. Yeah, it's stuck there. Okay, fair enough. Didn't see it not move like that. I thought it just didn't pick up. Anyways, the pencil, every now and then you see kind of like that Monstro's lung effect happen where you shoot out a whole ton of those red tears. That one. Exactly that one. That'll happen randomly because of the pencil being stuck in one of your eyes. So it's quite nice.
Right, what do we see for Barry? Trash into trash.
To answer your question.
Libra, really?
Well, we'll take a soul heart if nothing else. He's going to need it to make sure he gets a devil deal on the next floor because he got nothing here. Wow, pride. Try not to kill yourself, buddy. Which, of course, he did. How about a free judging?
I still hate that he can't.
Yeah, that he can't actually
my
do
own
it.
bombs don't hurt me.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, but somehow
what
Rap
a
can.
cheap shot from that guy popping up under Rex.
Oh, I just saw. I think that might have been the rocks from the guy just slightly down and to his right. That might have been the circle of rocks. I'm not positive.
Another item
though.
room with yet more trash.
Oh, God.
He doesn't even have bombs or anything to use on there.
But
He had
able to
one
carry.
penny.
But able to carry. I mean, come on. He's gonna, like, again, even if he gets the reroll here, he doesn't want to use it because he wants to save it for the devil deal.
Ready, willing, and able.
I love that Barry's playing as judgy while he's fighting Duke of Flies also. I love doing this.
Duke of Flies.
And he
Please
says,
go away. Why are you spawning so many things? Alright, he's not going to have his D6 up here, but he can pop the pills if he wants.
And at least hope that he gets a... You can wind up with a reroll out of it.
Something.
It could happen.
There we go. Pencil putting in a little bit of work here. Thank
Finally.
God.
It's finally doing something. All right, we'll take that blue cap.
We've got somebody getting up to their devil deal. Please, devil, just have something amazing.
For once, because these guys are struggling with items right now, as you're
We
noticing.
had a knife last time. Even just some good damage up would be great.
I'm going to say Maw the Void shows up. Just a guess. I'm going to say Maw.
Ooh, growth hormones. All right, there we go.
I don't know how you
With
can tell those
Maw
colors.
of the Void.
Oh my god, I called it. Oh my god. There's... I'm gonna go play the lotto. Fuck this, I'm out. Oh my god. How in the fuck? No, and by the way, I am watching what you guys are seeing on my stream at the same time that you guys are, so no, I did not know that was coming. Holy crap. So, yeah, good items, Maw of the Void. What were we
Good
just
item,
saying?
very good item.
Jesus Christ. So,
All right, let's see something great for Barry then, too. Let's see a brimstone or a knife or just something great. In before shovel.
let's see, I'm gonna say his is... He gets the 4-item deal, I say.
I was actually wondering about that too, yeah.
And then one of the 4 is gonna be the red pill. That's all I can call. That's all I can call. Watch.
We got a little
If
bit
I
of
call
time.
both, literally, you're calling the rest of this race. I'm going and buying lotto tickets, just so you know. It corrupts the Foreseer. Yeah, God, just pray that's not the case.
Praise be to Crumbs.
Well, see, now we're never gonna know because he didn't get a devil deal.
Oh, did he take red heart damage on the
I didn't
fight?
think he did.
Oh, no.
I didn't see it, but apparently he did
must
when I
have,
looked away.
because a half a red heart got knocked into him too.
That's what I'm guessing, because I didn't see it happen, so... No devil deal. I guess I'm not right. Guess what? I get to call the rest of the race. Sorry.
What a shame.
Sorry, guys. All right, about pestilence.
Wow, that's a quick hit. Wow.
No kidding. Dude, that's... Wait, 1-2 rooms, that's it? Is he even gonna check for an item? Because I wouldn't.
No way.
No way in
Absolutely
hell.
not. He's got to make up for this time.
Yeah, because this will kick him onto the
This
same
is
floor
one
that Rex is
chance.
gonna be
Oh.
on. Ooh, God, those are getting close.
And he's getting a meat cube out of this, or a ball of bandages.
Yeah,
and
either way,
that's
same
going
thing.
to be very, very big for him. And as long as he can make it through the rest of this fight without getting hit, which he has done a great job so far, he will get the devil deal here.
And
And
Death's
there
Touch.
it is. He closes it out. Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
these are going to be interesting races now. So we're both on caves too. We've got Maw of the Void versus Death's Touch. See where this goes.
Literally on the same room, technically, because Rex just he just cleared no use rooms.
Yep.
He went to dead ends. And if we don't see that happen for Barry,
And apparently Barry
know
got
that-
hit right at the end of that other fight.
that Maw compared to Death's Touch with a meat cube. This is a crazy good race right now.
That's a tough one to call, because I could see this honestly going either way. They're both really good up close. Loki's horns, along with everything else that Rex is working
That's
on.
gonna make such a difference.
Yeah, not really. There you go. Every now and it fires off in those 4 directions like you just saw it do. I guess maybe if somehow it can do the lead pencil effect in all 4 directions, but I don't see that happening.
Oh,
And that
no,
would be-
I think that's an
that'd be
effect
random.
independent of your actual firing.
I would
so
agree.
I don't think that can happen.
I would agree, because it seems like it is. And it's
Yeah.
got to only go forward. I've never seen it hit all 4 on Loki's horns. Maybe it
Go
can, but I haven't
ahead.
seen it. Ooh. So guaranteed devil deals, let alone guaranteed to keep them open no matter what for Rex. That could come in very handy with those 3 red hearts he has.
Ah, Locust of Famine. That's going
Ah.
to spawn a fly for him every time he enters a room, and that fly is going to go forward and put some hurt on some guys. And I believe Famine is a slow effect. I have not been able to get these. Yes, it is.
Yeah, Famine's the slow, yeah. God, those are tough to remember. You're not kidding. Those are really... There's, what, 5 of them? It's really hard to keep those straight.
Yep, 5 different ones. And we have Barry moving down to its depths first. But a really nice devil deal for Rex. Some extra damage, some extra sin hearts, and multi-dimensional baby, which when his tears pass through it will become doubled. And that counts for the pencil. So if his pencil shots pass through that and actually connect with something,
Huh.
oh, he's putting some hurt on.
Did you also just notice that it also works with Loki's horn? It'll double up all the... Or Loki's horns, I should say. It doubled up all 4 of the shots that came out when he fired it at the beginning of the room.
Yeah, if you can position it properly. Oh my. Right to his first ball. This is a crazy good race right now, guys.
Oh, and it's the Fallen, so another devil deal item coming for Rex here. Plus he gets a reroll on right away after the boss fight, so he gets to choose.
Takes
Spirit of the
Dark
Hype.
Matter Fear Shot for a little bit of extra damage.
Absolutely.
Can't complain about that. Purity Pickup.
Okay.
If he can get an opportunity to roll that into a decent, like a damage up or a tears up, I would think he would want to go damage up here.
Yeah, at this point, I would have to take damage.
Wow, he literally has to
Oh.
take damage to get through this room.
That's brutal. Yeah, what the hell?
Wow!
Oh,
What a load!
that was... you could have gotten around it. Could have. It would have taken a lot of extra bombs, though. but you could have gotten around
one
that.
bomb that he picked up from entering
and that's
the
the
room.
issue. He got Tornist. Tornist, if you're hanging around, I'm sure he remembers that day. God, I'm sure he remembers having to reset on that one. Tornist got stuck in a room like that because he had no bombs and just got stuck and could not pass through, and his boss fight was on the other side. So, yeah, that happens. Those suck. Oh, God. Rex just got stomped.
I think he's doing it on
didn't
purpose
mean it.
to get the Sin Heart effect on the eyes in the room.
He was also getting an item rock out of the way, too, so he might have just said screw it and just did it all.
Oh, I didn't even see the item rock.
Ooh,
300 bit rate, get hype. And we have the aura of the tier rate up now for Barry. That's real nice, but I feel like in this situation with how low his fire rate already was, I'd much rather have the damage, but he's also not going to take damage to proc it because he wants to get his guaranteed double deal on this board.
And it's tough because, again, like Slack said, it doesn't, if you look at it, he's not firing, it's decent enough damage. It's almost 8 a shot, but it just, I don't know, it doesn't have that big of an extra effect.
Compared to this Maw setup on the other side, nah.
Well, not even that, but it doesn't have as big of an effect. Oh, well, look at this. How about another sacrificial dagger? Oh my god. These guys are finding so many daggers today. Knives, daggers, you name it. Anything sharp, but wow, man, that dagger is a huge game changer. Along with the cube of meat, now you have orbitals on both sides of you. So that can really play to your advantage.
Very good shot coverage, but as far as DBS output, doesn't make that big of a difference for him. But it is nice defensively. And he's still working on finding his foot fight here. Should be coming up on it very soon. But on the other side, we have Rex just getting all the stuff.
Oh, look at this. How about some more damage up waiting for him? There's, oh look, called it early and it was on the wrong side, but there's your red pill in a 4-item devil deal. Called it. I'm playing the lotto tonight. I'm playing the lotto tonight.
Oh my god.
I don't care what anyone says. I'm totally playing the lotto tonight. Alright,
Maw Athame combo for Rex. He's just throwing beams of brimstone around his body all the time.
And no luck for Barry. Wound up with Sister Maggie on the reroll there.
On his Krampus reroll.
Yeah, not what you're looking for off of the Devil Deal items. You don't want that follower. There's followers in there you don't mind, but she's not the greatest. She used to be the one of the, if not the highest damage one out of there, actually, as far as followers went. But she's been relegated to the bench. She is definitely on the bench now.
Back in, not Rebirth, Wrath of the Lamb, she was actually a start item. People would take that and then just push really hard to their first Devil Deal. Back when the Devil Deal pool was much, much smaller, and take extreme advantage of the fact that she has decent damage.
Yep.
And just grab something out of a Devil Deal.
Which is basically exactly what I did on one of my Balls of Steel runs when I was trying to qualify for it, is I just like, you know what, screw it, Sister Maggie's good enough for me. I'll take it. And it honestly, it paid off. It worked out just fine. But, you know, most people now... I remember
that being one of your better runs, yeah.
Yeah, it turned out okay, because people were like, dude, why in the fuck is he taking Sister Maggie? And like, you know, you gotta wait for something better. Like, dude, I'll find something. Just, I'm going. I know me. I'm going now. Like, I know my limitations. I'm just not a good racer. If I find anything of value, I'm going with it.
Rex closes out his It Lives fight and gets Krampus finally.
Had to happen sooner than later.
Real opportunity that you're going to see it most of the time.
Question is, what does he get to
reroll? Which can't activate until he finds one health up somewhere. And, oh man, we finally have Barry getting some decent floors. Makes it over to his Wound 1 boss at last.
That reroll ain't helping him, though. Just winds up with some range out of it. Didn't get anything good in the first place, mind you. I'm not rerolling all of my stats. I don't like that particular item. That is not one of my favorite things to do. But
yeah, and it's not even an actual all-stat reroll. It's a really bad random stat up and random stat down. So I think it gives you guaranteed 4 stats positive gains and 3 stats negative gains, if I remember how they changed it.
Yep, you get just barely more of the positive than you do negative out of it. Ooh.
Yeah. So if you're lucky, you're going to get like a range down, damage up, tears up, something like that.
Yeah, and then like speed down or something to compensate. And
yeah,
it's okay, but it's not that big of a change to make that item worthwhile to me. It really is.
There's a very good risk of you getting damage down or tears down.
And that's why you almost never see it taken in a race situation, because those two are just death sentences.
Especially early on. He probably could have handled it at this point in his build, but early on, bad times. And he did take, I'm assuming he actually went out of his way to trigger the damage up aura from his purity.
Oh, yes.
Because he does have that active now.
Absolutely, you did. He had the health to do it. That's why he took some shots that didn't look like normal ones that Barry would walk into, but that had to be the reasoning for it.
He is into his heart fight.
He's catching up.
Getting interesting.
Because look at that, Rex still doesn't. Not that I can see. He doesn't have his boss fight attached here. No, he doesn't. So it's still open. I know Rex is going the right way though. There's almost no chance that he's cleared everything.
Go ahead. Congratulations, Barry.
How about useless? How do we spell useless item? G-O-A-T-H-E-A-D. By the way, he's not going the right way.
What an awful room.
Wow, what an awful floor. Jesus, both of these guys getting kind of screwed over at the moment here. Where is Rex's fight?
Barry's
there we go.
doing a lot to catch up here. If he can get that damage purity aura procced again, he might have the advantage as long as they can both pick the right.
He's halfway there because he just got hit again. However, Rex ripping through his Isaac fight already has definitely got the advantage for the time being. Again, we go through the chest. We're going through the blue baby in the chest, so there's still one more floor after this. Whoever wins it's got the lead and puts the other on the brink of elimination. Ooh, found his boss room. Oh, no. That was why you said, oh. You're slightly ahead of me on
there
Barry's.
it is. You're actually a little ahead of me. I said, oh, because he got hit in the other room after he'd gotten the aura effect back to damage.
And then
he lost that aura effect, and he was down to half of a heart. Oh, it was so close.
That's going to hurt quite a bit on Barry's side, and he knows it too. He's probably cussing himself out here. So that sends Rex up to his chest now with a lot of safety. Keep in mind, he probably doesn't know that he has this, because his internet is so bad, he's probably not listening in. He's just going to go full bore, because that's Rex. And I really don't think he has a clue what just happened to Barry. So if you see him making some really questionable moves, you'll understand why. He will not be playing this safe. I will put money on that. But a reroll, absolutely. What else can we get? Tech, maybe?
Nothing.
No.
Nothing at all.
I ain't taking it. We got ourselves a dead end. So again, Rex gonna look to go up 2-1 here, which could push him, or which would push him, excuse me, 1 win away from the finals. And he's got a huge advantage. Those 2 hearts are going to help immensely. That's huge.
He's got a very, very safe build now.
Yeah, he's way, way, way safe here.
Ah, man. Barry was making such great use of his orbital damage on that run. Made up a ton of time. He probably could have been into the chest first. Even with the fact that Rex was already through that fight. That's how good the orbital damage would have been for him.
Yep, because all he had to do was keep spinning around, just barely for that matter even too, right in the dead center, and he was going to murder through that fight super fast, because there's almost no chance he got hit there. And he would have been up here, it would have been a matter of which person went the right way at the right time. And so far, Rex didn't have luck at the very beginning, so who knows? I mean, it could have been Barry. This could have been Barry in the lead, finding his boss fight here first, and then possibly being up 2-1, because here's another dead end. Man. Or at least so it looks like. It's really tough to see. They're in a call, but Rex has got really, really, really crappy, spotty internet from the hotel that he's at, so he's probably not listening, because that's going to save him all the upload and download that he can. I really doubt he's listening. It sure doesn't look like it, because he's moving way fast for somebody that knows how much of an advantage he has. He's doing just fine.
Backstabber for Barry. Just a junk item.
God, it knows too at this point though that Barry's that far behind. The game kind of does these things. It'll either give you just junk on junk on junk right now, or it'll give you like the best build you could possibly ask for, knowing full well that you can't catch your opponent. It knows.
Hopefully all of these junk items he's getting means that something good is going to happen on the next run.
Thankfully, Maw the Void exists here, because otherwise, my God, Rex would have been in that room for a hot minute. That is the crappiest room to get a super version of that mini boss in. That splits.
It would have been a little bit better than normal because he did just pick up Cupid's arrows, but even then,
it got
is he going to make
really
up
dark.
here? Okay, no. But he's got so much other stuff.
If anybody's watching Barry, that's what we're talking about. He just got Judas's Shadow, all sorts of nice stuff there. He gets meat for even more damage up. Like, again, he's building that run. That's a run that he would no doubt finish with. So, as long as Rex doesn't screw something up.
Was that long room not the boss? What is with this map?
Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. Rex has got a fucked up map.
Good lord.
Like, he's getting no luck
I was
here.
like, oh,
there
he was running back to re-roll, and then no, he ran back and went south in a row.
Ooh, excuse me.
Very perplexed.
Wasn't expecting the cough. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, that is a really strange floor. Like, that he only had to go 1, 2, 3, 4 total rooms to get to his boss fight from where he started. That's a really strange chess layout. Like, I would definitely...
But in Barry's case, technically that's all he had to do, but in Barry's case, he had to full clear the floor except for 1, maybe 2 rooms.
I think you mean Rex, but close enough. I knew what you meant.
Yeah. I was looking at Barry's screen, and I thought...
Yep, and there's a reset on Barry's side, meaning we all knew what was happening here in the first place. Rex wins. Rex is up 2-1 right now, and again, we're doing a best of 5, like I said, which means, oh boy, this one... Oops, wait, he's player 1. I'm stupid. Hold on, I almost gave the win to the wrong person. Let's try that again. Let's try that the right way. Again, best of 5. You got to win 3 to move on. That is the second for Rex. So he is up 2-1, meaning Barry has got to win 2 in a row. He's done it before. This is definitely not beyond him, believe me. And that's it's not easy, believe me. Rex is doing really good tonight. So Rex needs 1 more win out of the next couple races. Barry has to win the next 2. Again, winner moves on to the finals. They're guaranteed at least $1,500 total dollars. The loser sadly goes into the 3rd place match. They're going to race for another $500 next week, but are not guaranteed to win any more than they already have. So this is kind of sort of money on the line at the moment. They're going to get round 4 started up momentarily too. So good luck again. Rex looking to win it. Barry looking to stay alive. I don't even know where to go with this one. Barry was right there, too. Like Slack was saying with last time, that could have gone either way. It could have been Barry winning that race very easily.
Very easily.
This has been back and forth. I almost guarantee this goes 5. Like, and by the way, we're off and running. Best of luck, guys. I almost guarantee this goes 5. Like, I'm assuming it will just because. It's been too close. Everything, again, there's a delay because Rex is on bad internet. We have a ref in the call. We'll know when they finish on time. It won't be an issue. There is a delay with casting, though. And nothing so far. One
terrible bomb items.
Yeah. Terrible items, period, for both.
Well, yeah.
Quad shot? Oh, wait, that wasn't quad shot. That was infestation, too. Sorry. It looked different. They're so close.
And he resets it, and I understand it. I would have picked it up, though.
I do, too, but yeah, it's tough. That's a tough one to pass in this rule set with having a very limited amount of resets. If I see anything I can make work, I'm taking it. Kind of like Monstro's Lung. Questionable, but I'll take it. Deadeye, I'm taking. We're off and racing with both of them here, so wow. In a race where Barry needed to... where Barry needed to win. In a world where your mother is trying to stab you. 2 men race. We should have done this. Isaac! We totally should have done this. Damn it.
A free charge for his D6 sitting on the floor back there. That's going to be nice for Rex.
That will come in very handy, assuming that he, well, I'm not even assuming that he needs it, but he can go through a couple of these boss items if he wants to, assuming he doesn't get anything good. Ooh, or walk right into one of those little girdlings. See, this is why I don't like having Monstro's Lung. That charge can really screw you over sometimes, but that... Whoa.
Early on, that item can be a total liability, but once you get a few items for it, it is
awesome. Yeah, I love it. I do love it.
And he's going to roll that again into...
Oh, god damn it, Zool.
Speedball. All right.
It's not nothing, but he got through 3 items out of that boss pool, too. So both onto their basement, too, at the exact same time, meaning that Barry probably is slightly behind. So know that up front. It looks like they're right next to each other. Barry's slightly behind. But Continuum, now we'll fire all those tiers through walls on Rex's side. It's all right. Wouldn't call it amazing, but it comes in handy. I can definitely make use of it. Yeah, there's 5 resets per race. If you die during any of that, you lose all of your resets, and the racers wanted it where if that is the case, if you go through either all of your resets or you die, then you don't get to look in the first item room anymore. You can look, you just can't touch. Oh, speaking of other items for that Monstro's Lung, how about a small rock for Rex? He'll be happy with that damage. Absolutely happy with the damage up. That will go a long way against this first boss fight, too. Or second boss fight, pardon me. It also makes the tiers look cool as fuck. Oh, hey, both fighting Monstro at the same time as well. So Monstro's Lung versus Monstro.
Weird.
It's getting strange, man. All right, what do we get? Goat head?
And they're dead at the same time.
Oh, God.
And they both got bandages.
However...
Okay, but to be fair, Barry came out a little bit better on that devil deal. Let's be real honest there.
Barry came out a lot better on that devil deal. Abaddon? Yeah, any day of the week. Any day of the week, thank you. Wow, wait, Rex didn't even take anything, did he?
No, he
didn't,
did
because,
not.
yeah, he's got
He
the 50%
had
God room.
a baby into something. I
Ooh.
don't remember what. Or did he not have his D6 charged?
Hey, he may not have had a
That's
charge
what it
because he has it full charge now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Abaddon is a little bit of a GG-ish item. Money equals power, but no money. I'd rather keep rolling. Zit shots? Sure. Or creep shots, excuse me. Large zit. You knew what I meant. Same thing. It's kind of the same thing. But Barry looking all right here. Rex moving on along too. I don't know, man. This is this build, or these builds, I should say, are pretty stupid similar here.
They're pretty close, but I definitely give it to Barry right now until something changes.
Just barely.
After that unfortunate double deal for
Rex. He might get lucky though. I mean, maybe you just wind up with that one ridiculously good item that shall remain unnamed.
He's definitely not out of it yet,
No.
but if things continue in this way, Barry's got this.
But now let's say that he finds something that might have damage up, homing tiers, things of that nature, and fires off monsters along with it. Now we're talking a different story. So God rooms might come in really handy here. Also remember this, they're modded. So you're gonna get an item no matter what. If you bomb the statue, you're getting 2. So if you keep your D6 up, which I assume he'll get rid of the Book of Sin, yeah, lo and behold.
Yeah, he's gonna pop that heat.
Ooh,
there we
nice.
go, very nice.
How about 2 rerolls? Ooh, how about
Batteries
Epic
for
Fetus?
day.
Oh.
Okay. Monstro's Lung Epic Fetus, he's going to just destroy.
This is going to get interesting, though, because Barry just came back as the Shadow. So now he's got immense more damage. He's at 11.7 damage, which is more than twice what we're rocking on Rex's side, if you don't count the fact that there are bombs.
Missiles.
Yeah, multiple bombs for that matter.
He doesn't just drop missile, he drops missiles.
Plural,
and
because
that
Monstro's
is amazing.
freaking lung actually works with that. How sweet is this?
Now, due to the rules of the boiler, he's not able to use that to bomb his way through rooms, but a lot of the time he's not going to need to.
I don't think he's going to care. Yeah, I mean, as much as he'll joke about it, he ain't going to care in this situation, because this is OP. Like, he's firing, what, 6 shots, it looks like?
I believe it's 6. It's 5 or 6.
It's 5 or 6, definitely, but you're done. Any boss fight is just going to get murdered by that, too. Watch Greed.
I think it is 5.
Don't blink. Yeah. See, it's dead. You dropped a bombshell. My God.
Bombs like beats, and he's got a vision room
too.
now.
Jeez. Oh, he just barely didn't kill that. I'm amazed that boss survived it. How about we also tack on murdering this statue? Watch this.
Murdering the statue and getting 2 items out of it for the mine. Does it get the mine? No. Okay.
Nope. But we'll take the shield.
Lazarus's Rags and Trinity Shield because he didn't have enough safety to be able to kill already.
However, look on the right side. Barry just picked up a Maw of the Void. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's to his depths 1, so he's a floor behind here, too, as well. Keep that in mind. Barry is behind. But, man, that build is not exactly anything bad by any standards if he finds his boss fights quick. I'm skipping my item rooms. I'm just fighting those. I'll be perfectly happy. He needs health, though. That's a good find.
No, they're on the same floor.
Are
they're
they?
both depths 1 right now. Yeah.
I thought, oh shit, you're right. I thought that Rex was on depths 2. I read that wrong. See, this is the problem with not being able to see a screen that well. I thought that said 2. I thought that said 2.
It took me a minute. I was like, I'm not sure.
Yeah, if you look at his item tracker, it's obvious. But
yeah, that's what I had to base it on.
Yeah, I read that as a 2 instead of a 1 for some reason. So no, they're on the same floor. I take back what I just said. Ooh, Book of Secrets for Barry.
He is fishing for that mapping.
Uh-oh. He's gonna need it. Barry just found his. Ugh, nothing.
Oh, and he doesn't get... God, that many rerolls and it doesn't come up. That's brutal.
We'll take that Ansys back. I was gonna say, make sure you don't leave that, but he got it. We're good. Man, Barry murders through his Depths 1 boss, grabs himself a belly button, and a Krampus fight for fun. We haven't seen enough of those yet. Old Isaac's got a ton of things I miss. It's got a ton of things that I really don't miss too, though. So, it's a weird trade-off, I know, but like, it's rose-colored glasses. If you go back and play the old Isaac now, it doesn't feel the same. It's the new one is,
I went back and played it for... God, I can't remember why I did it at one point. It wasn't when the new update came out.
Oh, have you played that one?
No, I have not, for good reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because wow, that's when I went back to it, was with that new update. Oh my God, wow, I'm not joking when I say you better be talented at that.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. It may have actually been when I had to speedrun it at one of the cheating
that makes sense.
I can't remember if how the timing for that worked out.
Yep, there we go with the depths 1 fight. We'll I was going to
Yeah,
say,
it was
we won't
just
take that.
terrible.
We'll take each
Oh
of this.
my god, how was this
Oh
gonna
no.
work?
Oh no. Are we going to get 12 shots? Are we really going to get 12 freaking bomb shots here? Oh my god. No. He just has normal tiers.
So, yeah, he's just the normal tiers.
Okay,
there. Okay.
god.
Woo!
I was going to say, oh no.
So, Incubus doesn't do a whole lot for this build. It just gives you some continuum tiers. He doesn't even get the Monstro's Lung effect, which is what I was expecting. Because if it was the Monstro's Lung effect, he'd literally be useless. And we have another shop getting re-rolled. And
That's
pull the mapping. There you go.
Hey,
okay.
there we are. Finally, mapping.
And then he accidentally bumped into the machine once, and I got real worried. He said it was going to re-roll.
You saw that too. It wasn't just me.
Yeah.
Ooh, Horror Babylon for Barry as well. He's the first into his womb. He's not ahead by much.
Womb, but that's because he had mapping before Rex. Now that they both have mapping, I don't know how this is going to go.
Yeah, Rex can easily make this time back up, like no issue. I mean, they both got basically
Rex's
the same
build
mapping.
won't get any stronger than it is right now, but Barry's can. Barry can still get more potential damage.
Ooh.
He can get a
world
lot
card?
of stuff.
He could get a
Get
world card.
He could find an Emperor card somewhere.
Well, he got the world card taken care of, so at least
Yeah,
we're
he's got the world card
down.
for now, so he's guaranteed to know where he's going at some point.
Man, this is tough too.
Yeah,
like,
it's going to be up through the large room for Barry.
Oh, how about a sack dagger actually for Rex? His build can get better. We were wrong. We were wrong. Little did we know how wrong we were at the time, but we were wrong.
And there is another thing that Rex could pick up. He could find Brimstone. And if those lasers slam down with that Brimstone, he fires off Brimstones out of his epic fetus.
He's gonna kill the entire internet of like the entire country he's in if that happens. Let alone his. God, look at how quick he just murdered Mom there. So he's up to the womb as well. Remember, both have mapping now, so this is gonna be kind of a beeline on Rex's side, just like it is on Barry's.
Barry finally he was right to not go check the large room. My map guess was wrong there. But his damage just erases Vis from existence.
And wow, yeah, I'll take that dead cat, absolutely.
Yep.
And
he is
Succubus.
going to take the Sucky.
You have to at this point. You have to.
Yeah.
In my personal book, at least, you have to take that Succubus.
Yeah, especially, I mean, when you've got those lives already, there's no reason not to. I feel
Exactly.
like.
I mean,
He'll be able to, with the kind of damage he's able to put out, he will get through the rest of his fights without getting hit if he needs to.
And not only that, but the kills that he makes with, which you're seeing happen right here with Maw of the Void, are going to wind up a lot of times paying off in Sin Hearts, which he just picked up too. He's looking okay again. So even if he does die, which, if, and look at this, right into his boss fight.
He's into his It Lives fight. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we are going to see this run go to a Game 5.
It's going to get close. If not, it's really going to be close. Yeah, Barry's not even checking devil deals anymore.
He's not even checking his devil deal at this point.
I don't blame him, though, because he's up to the cathedral, and Rex is only into his womb, too.
Push
so now
the
it's
lead
a
that you have
lead.
while you have it.
Exactly.
He doesn't need anything else to finish this off. There's not too many other things from a devil deal that are going to make a giant difference for him. Things like a knife will be great, but the chances of finding them are pretty slim.
Yeah, it's almost not worth taking the time to even go in.
Yeah.
At this point, I'd do what Barry's doing. I'd push the lead. I'd keep making sure that I kill things with that Maw of the Void. I'd try to pick up all the hearts that I can. And I just keep pushing this because
and now we have a Book of Secrets for Rex as well.
Well then, how about a Blue Map Book of Secrets combo?
And he is definitely going the right way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes, he is.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong about this.
This is going to be closer than we thought, guys. Uh-oh. Although he's down to 1 heart on that. Oh,
and he gets sniped, but he gets the Lazarus Rags Resurrection. Oh my god.
You got lucky on that one, dude. Don't even lie about that one later, Rex. You got lucky that
he survived. I wasn't sure if he was about to survive that.
Whew.
And he gets heart drop out of the fight, so he's not insta-dead now.
Wow. So both
Barry
in the cathedral.
just had to keep pushing.
God. Barry fighting his Isaac already.
Insane.
Obvious. Oh, look at this. How about a Joker card for Rex? Which, yeah, no thanks. That didn't do anything good.
Nothing at all for him.
I might pop that vision right here, to be honest with you, if I'm Rex. I consider it being this low on health. That way I know I'm going the right way.
Barry's down into his chest, and he's got a world card, so he knows exactly where he's going.
Let's see this map. He doesn't have a short run, though.
Yikes.
He does not have a short run.
I can't tell if it would have been better to go south and cut through the secret room.
I was thinking that,
depending
too.
on how his large... It really depends on what enemies fall into his large rooms, so...
So far, so good. He's got the 9 lives, remember, but he's also only got the 2 Sin Hearts on this particular build. Well, at the moment, I should say. Yes, he can make more happen, which he's going to do here. Thankfully, try 4 Sin Hearts. Now Barry's good.
All right, his
now
large rooms have not been bad at all, so never mind. That was definitely the right route to go here.
And not only that, but he got lucky with the grouping of the monsters where they were, because, again, with Maw of the Void, he just made himself Sin Hearts that probably protected this run enough to guarantee that he can just play kind of sloppy in this fight and still win, which he
Meanwhile,
just did.
poor Rex has to use Epic Fetus on a triple greed room, or triple,
By the way, holy shit, the bidding.
The bit rate is just getting murdered here.
It's fucking hilarious.
So bad.
Oh my god. That's the best bit rate I've ever seen in my life. Again, Rex is on hotel internet. He's trying to make this work and went out of his way to do it. So big props to Rex for trying. And dude, compared to what this was earlier, this looks like absolute heaven. I'm not joking. So big props, Rex. Thank you very much. On that note, though, we're into game 5 in a best of 5. Winners going to the finals, gets themselves an extra $1,000. No pressure. And the loser, sadly, doesn't go home this time, but gets another chance next week at another $500 by going to the 3rd, 4th place match. Is Barry going to keep this without a curse room? Wow. Interesting move. I like this, but interesting move. I would have taken a curse room. Looks like they're just about ready, though. This is going to get interesting, guys. Who wins? Rex on the left, Barry on the right. It's been back and forth, so this is going to be really good, guys. Hang tight for this one. Yeah, gotcha. Quick bathroom break. Gotcha. Yeah, Rex plugged in the hotel toaster. Yeah, everybody enjoy Rex's resolution while it lasts. The potato shall return. We're going to call this the Great Potato Race if he wins, by the way. This will go down forever as, like, the most ridiculous potato race ever to have won. But for real, though, going into Game 5, we've not had many of these. We've not had very many of these at all.
This is the 2nd time we've gone to a Game 5?
I believe that's it. Of course he knows the seed. It lists the seed when you pause. All right, there's Barry resetting like I figured he would do. I didn't think he was going to be happy with that, with not having a curse room attached. That makes much more sense.
Yeah, that's so suboptimal. I was like, you realize this is a game 5. This has gone the distance. You want to make the most out of this, right?
Yeah, like I couldn't fathom actually starting that without actually having the curse room right there. Oh, looks like we're off and running too. Oh.
We are straight going, and he skips the... Wait, wasn't the fetus supposed to re-roll?
I thought so. Why didn't that re-roll? Shouldn't that have been one of the 4? Man, nothing still. Come on, resets, dude. Blank card early, but that's way too early in my book. Yeah, Rex getting nothing, dude. And again, at least Barry's got himself that poison aura, so I'll start with that any day of the week. That's not bad extra damage right off the bat. I guess we'll take Zitch, yeah, this early too, yeah. Well, no, we're gonna say no.
No, he was hoping for the
He was trying to get an item.
Pop there.
Look at this, Fetus again.
Fetus again? What the... I thought that was one of the items that... Wait, no, it was Epic Fetus. That's right. I misspoke
What's
earlier.
the 4th one that we're forgetting, then?
It's Epic Fetus and Ipecac. I'm an idiot.
Oh, Ipecac. Holy shit, yeah. I didn't mention Ipecac. That's why we didn't have one of the other 4, because Ipecac was the other one.
So it was Epic Fetus, Ipecac,
Mom's Knife, Tech.
Mom's Knife, and Tech 0.5. That's right.
No, Tech X.
Okay. I was like...
He meant Tech X, not Tech 0.5. Tech 0.5 ain't worth re-rolling right off the bat.
Or, yeah, Tech X. I knew the right item, the one that shoots the circles.
Come on, crawl space. You've been good
I'm
to us.
so mind screwed right now.
Ooh, crawl space with an extra room.
Crawl space to skip the first boss.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Ooh,
not
do
bad.
we get anything though? Nothing real spectacular. Get a card.
Card
Lovers.
with okay, lovers.
We got another blank card if he wants it. Which is kind of weird given that he just re-rolled one and then, we'll give you another shot at it. Like, you sure you don't want this thing? Come on, buddy. You really don't. Yeah, we've proven it a few times. Dr. Fetus in this rule set, kind of not the greatest of items. Being that you can't bomb out of rooms, it doesn't really help you. Like, it's okay. It's fine, but I don't think it's a quick enough item as far as actually killing off rooms goes to keep up with somebody. And, you know, in this situation, even on the early floors, you're not killing bosses quick enough to make it worthwhile.
I'm really torn on even calling it a startable item.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I think you have to have something else to even go with it beforehand to make it viable for this.
Because the reason is because a lot of the other items that we start with have some form of scaling. They can be the start of a build. Things like Monstro's Lung, as we talked about on the previous run. But Dr. Fetus has such a hard time getting anything out of even damage ups.
Let's see, still, we got a little bit of range for Barry, by the way, off of his boss item, if you're curious. There's his item room. No key, though. Yet. In before.
Yet. We'll see what happens in this room.
Oh, it's a heart. Still good, but not what we were looking for. Speaking of item rooms with no keys, Rex kind of feeling the same pain here. Ooh, took a cheap shot there.
Is that a locked room? Oh, no. He can't get his D6 charged, and here we have an example of something I've talked about a few times, where Basement 2 can just troll you. If you roll your boss item on Basement 1, Basement 2 can just say, hey, you know what, you only get 4 items.
Yeah, or 4 rooms where you can actually get a charge.
This to be Krampus, but at the same time, then he can't lock into his devil deals.
You just really got to hope something good shows up, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Because you're going to want to lock in
for
that
something
deal.
good out of your devil deal here. Uh-oh, and there goes Rex's devil deal chance.
Ouch.
I don't think I've seen
room.
that
Yeah,
before.
Like, that's super, super long, Larry Jr. Both of them started off, like, really, really long like that, too. That is super weird. So, yeah, Rex is pretty much not going to get that devil deal. Oh, God.
Barry almost lost his, too.
He came damn close. Barry came super close to having the exact same issue. Oh, nope, there it is. God, he got cornered.
My God, both of them. I cannot believe that we just saw that out of 2 racers of this caliber. That was a rough couple of boss fights for those guys.
And the worst is, too, in a situation like this, too, it's pure pressure. They know how much money's on the line. I mean, let's be real. When you know $1,000 is on the line on this one race, you're wanting to do everything right, you start getting the nerves. You just do.
Yep.
So it can happen. It happens to the best of us, and I gotta imagine, like, Barry knew full well not to go that close to I forgot his name, Dingle. Yeah, you don't go that close when he's moving, especially on the second movement. You know he's going to hit you that close. That you just know it. So that's just an error. It happens, but
he finally gets his first key of the run too.
Oh, Jesus,
man,
it took till the 3rd floor.
Having the green toxic item, like toxic shock.
Yeah, toxic shock.
Okay. Having that item with no damage up, by the way, is really frustrating. That's another item that I feel like you can start with, but you really need to find that damage early to have it pay off when you go into these rooms, because it does scale very well off of your damage. And if you're not bringing that damage to the table, the item just feels like you walk in and you're like, okay, how much did it help?
No, oh, good, 1 tier. Yeah, it doesn't do anything at that point.
Thanks for absolutely nothing. And so missing out on that first devil deal, which is a great chance to make up some of that damage, you're mad at that point.
Oh,
You're getting almost nothing out of it. Hopefully, he's able to maybe find a soul heart on this floor, so he can close in his chances at this devil deal.
Or at least
he's going to look for a super secret room here, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, I don't either. Speaking of soul hearts, here's a good way to get
2
them.
pennies into it, and
Ace of spades. You get keys.
Oh, nada.
Key, singular at this point, but it's not nothing. It's not nothing. Alright, both into their boss fights. We got Headless Horseman, we got Shub. I would much rather at this point fight Shub, because I'm not taking the horse, honestly, if I'm Rex.
And he gets hit almost, oh my god.
Yeah, there's the reset. I was gonna say, when does this happen? Because at this point, I'm thinking about resetting. Not getting that devil deal again, I've got to. Because he had no protection, he lost that devil deal. So, at what point? And here it is, like I said, Barry, not Rex. Barry reset. He still had resets to go, too, so he should be good. He can go pick up this item. Again, it's only if you die that you lose the ability for that. Or if you go through all 5 resets, Barry still had resets to go, though. And again, Rum is doing tick marks. He knows how many there are. Well, at least he's getting toxic shock. Oh, God. Oh, my God. That's just wrong.
Hey, fella, remember me?
Hey, buddy, you want to go with me again? Come on,
Yep, I
buddy.
would definitely take Dead Baby's
Yep.
best friend here.
Any day of
Or
the week
only
at this
friend.
point. Wow, dude. What a troll, though. Jesus. Yeah, right, how rude. Toxic Shock, yo, man, what's up? Hold my beer.
First devil deal, pretty nice. He gets the Incubus to double up his tears. Problem is, his tears are base fire rate, base damage.
Yep, so at least now we're doing double damage, theoretically, if you hit with both of the tiers, but that's still a theoretical, and it's still not as good as it could be, so hopefully this is like Polyphemus or something for Rex, because he needs some damage. He wouldn't mind health, either. I don't think he'd mind health.
Yeah, honestly.
Something about a lot of health would be good. A lot of health would be good.
He was like one shot off from killing that little
I
chub,
know.
and it just rammed
That's
right
so
into his
bad.
face.
That happens to
I
me.
thought he had it too. I would have
Ooh.
done the same thing.
That's not an item we want. Also for Barry, not an item we want. He'll take those toothpicks from the boss fight. He's going to make use of that Blue Baby's best friend, though, at this point, because that's really all he's got.
It's much better and much safer than his
Yes.
tears. And he does not have protection again. Where are the soul hearts?
Nobody's getting them. We're not even getting red hearts to drop for anybody, let alone soul hearts. Hey, Eve's Mascara for Barry. There we go. Mind you, we used the roll. So, mind you, he had this behind him, so he knew what he was doing.
He knew that there was a battery back there, yeah.
Exactly. So very, very good use right there by Barry. I made that rhyme unintentionally, sorry. But nonetheless, really, really good use of the D6 right there, getting his other battery in the prior room, getting himself some damage up in a very nice fashion because he needed it. That was the one thing he was missing last time, too. Along with maybe getting a devil deal if he's lucky, because here we go. Let's try this again.
Oh, this is going so much better with that.
Right.
Only friend. Only friend. There we go.
Crumb's got bars. Come on, where we at? Ooh,
Spirit.
mark.
All right, a mark.
We'll
That's
take
the
it.
first mark we have seen tonight. At least it's damage.
That's the first mark we've seen in like 3 weeks. We barely see. Oh, Rex. Oh. There is where it haunts you. That's what's going to happen. So now Rex does not get to... He gets to look if he wants to at his item rooms, but notice he's going right to his boss fight. He won't even go back for this first item room because he cannot take anything from it. That's the racer rule. They wanted it that way. If you die, you get a punishment, and that's going to hurt. Because now he's a couple floors behind and does not get that first item room. My God, did you have to bounce the brimstone, you douche. Jesus, Haunt. That isn't fair. All right, range out of the way. Little Steve, I guess. I'm amazed he took it. I'm honestly
I would
amazed he
almost
took it.
reset at that point, but I guess go to your first devil deal at least.
Yeah, like, you've pretty much got to.
Yeah.
At least check it. You may get a knife, you may get a brimstone, you may get a maw. Something that'll make it where you think, you know what, I can work with... Oh, God, speaking of bad rooms, how about an early Krampus? Yay. Actually, at this point, though, Barry will take
Only
it.
friend is putting in a lot of work here. This is like the perfect room setup for him.
Missing page 2. Whatever, we'll take the Jesus juice. Oh, wait. Oh, there was a spider there. Oh, my God, I didn't even see that spider Rex got hit by. Oh, my God. Oh, this is just evil today, man. What is with this 5th round? This game is being downright brutal right now. I didn't even see that spider. I had no idea what he was getting hit by until all of a sudden it popped out. I'm like, oh my God. That would explain it.
So I guess I can kind of understand him here. I assume that what he's going to do is push to his first possible devil deal.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if he gets it, run with it. If he doesn't, reset probably.
At this point, I'm resetting. Unless that's a small rock, which it's not.
Well, I mean, he got the soul heart out of it, so that's protection in the boss fight itself.
So at
And
least
that
it's
will help
36.
him maintain a 36% chance of getting his devil deal here.
Yeah, it could be
If
1.
he's real lucky, he's going to pull something decent out of it.
By the way, if you didn't notice, Barry does have an Emperor card. So just putting that thought in your mind, guys. He is holding an Emperor card. So yeah, that's a boss teleport. That's really bad for Rex. That's real bad for Rex.
As bad as his build is right now, he's going to need to skip the chest floor.
Yes, he is. Because, yeah, that host helmet is not going to save you in the chest. It's not going to do a damn thing for you. But no, for real, it's not going to help. So what he has is not sufficient to win. I mean, you could do it. You'll finish a run in theory, but geez, man, he needs something. And a 33.75% chance at a devil deal is not that something. Let's see.
He gets the deal with
Sister Maggie.
absolutely nothing.
So we're running Little Steve, Sister Maggie. Wow, this is like old
Follower
days.
train.
This is this is a follower train from the olden days of actual like regular Binding of Isaac racing. This is kind of old school Wrath of the Lamb-ish. I don't know that I dig it that much, but hey, if Rex can make it work, power to him. I've seen crazier stuff work. So could it? Yes. Will it? Well,
I was just thinking that someone needed an orbital. That is the exact item that Barry needed for a build.
And that's the exact item both need for a build at this point, because, hey, screw that controlled friend. Well, in some cases, yeah, and Rex knows it too. I think Rex actually knows where he is right now, compared to Barry. It sure seems like it, at least, because that's a reset that you only make if you know the situation, in my book. Like, that's tough, though. That's tough. I agree with it, and it's going to sound weird, but I do agree with that reset by Rex, and even if he didn't know where he was, it's good timing on that reset in my book. He didn't really have a lot, and that sacrificial dagger is actually game-changing at this point for Barry by comparison to what he had. Now, does he have enough time? Maybe.
We'll see.
But I think it's more of a question of, can Barry stay alive, too? Or can he find even that one other item that seals it, where you know that I know he can get through this.
Yeah, Barry's playing very safe still right now. He's making extreme use of the only friend, rather than relying on his sack dagger.
And I like
and
this
he's got enough breathing room to work with that because of where Rex is right now.
And I think, obviously, Barry does know what happened to Rex, and now that's why he's using the controlled friend more so than even trying to take advantage of that sack dagger, like Slack said. Very good move, because that's going to save you a lot of health in the long run. And speaking of, there's another boss fight. Oof, he knew exactly when that shot was going to disappear off the screen, didn't he? Because he walked full speed into it, knowing full well it wasn't going to be there when he stood foot on it. God, that was ballsy, Barry. I like it, but that was ballsy, dude. This is technically, it was supposed to be the second match. It's technically the first, though, because we're partway into the other match, and we had to hold on for a rain delay while Crafter's ISP took a dump. So Crafter does have his ISP back. We'll still have a second race after this tonight, but it's already 1-0 for Slash. And we're in the middle of the second round with it as well, so yeah, the edit on YouTube is going to be fun to do. But nonetheless, they both saved their races. Crafter does actually still have his from before, so it's exactly where it was. We'll basically pick it up like it was a rain delay. I don't think he's tilted at all, quite honestly. There's some obvious errors being made, but at the same point, there's a difference between being tilted, which is super, super obvious, and just making some errors here and there. When you know where your opponent's at... I'd say that
he's just playing as fast as he can to make up for time.
Exactly. Like, he knows where his opponent's at. He knows he has to make up floors. Not just a floor, not two, but lots of them. And again, because he didn't get his devil deal, that's why he reset here. He's trying to go through as fast as he can, but he's also just trying to get to that devil deal, and he keeps getting screwed out of it for going as fast as he can. It's a weird offset. So he's not playing on tilt. He's doing the smart thing, actually. So I'd say he's the opposite of tilt. It just may look like tilt for slightly different reasons. Wow, that did not pay off at all. Oh, there's a You Feel Blessed. Okay, now it did. Is there a set amount of times on that? Is it 5?
Yeah, I don't remember. It's every hit does a specific thing now. Like X hit will be nothing, and the next hit will be whatever.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they were set hits now. I can't remember
exactly how they are.
Oh, okay. So I guess that's guaranteed then. Interesting. Yeah, it's a competition. If you check out !bracket? Yeah, that's the one. If you check out !bracket, it'll take you to the round of 6, well, the round of 16, the 16 people that started out, show you the bracket and everything. We got one more week left after this. This race in and of itself right here is for a trip to the finals, and then we got one more after this. Again, Slash is up 1-0 right now in what is basically a rain-delayed race that we'll pick back up. Slash leads Crafter Winks 1-0, and that's for the other trip to the finals. So losers go on to the 3rd, 4th place match. That'll be the first one next Wednesday, and then the finals will be right after that. So we'll find out who takes 3rd place, and we'll find out who takes 1st place.
So we had the bookworm in one library earlier for Barry. Small help to the build here.
Guppy's collar. Again, obviously not the worst thing by any means. We got a piece of Guppy. Possible 1 extra life. Nice item rock. We'll take those extra hearts. He's on down to the womb. Ooh, we'll take that Jesus juice. So at least Rex grabs himself some damage. It's not amazing damage, but it's something. It's not nothing.
This early on, it's somewhat helpful.
Oh yeah, I'll gladly take it. Any sort of damage you can give me right early on?
Yeah.
Pfft, dude, done. I'll gladly take it. Gimme, gimme, gimme. And we got those red hearts doing nothing for Barry. I don't think Rex would mind seeing those, though. I mean, God, man, he is just... Again, he's rushing because he has to, and just he's not finding hearts. Give him an item. Give him something. Monstro's Lung.
Oh, I'm another Monstro's Lung.
We know he can work with it.
Have a run.
We know he can work with it, so he's got to be happy with this. Now, can we get him to his devil deal, please? He's so close, but just we need to get to the devil deal. Yeah, the 100% Angel Room thing didn't work out for him either, which he tried. I give him credit on that. That's definitely something nobody else has even thought to do at this point. So that's good creativity and very good use of that room. Because, hey, if it's there and you know you have the hearts to do it, which he barely did, but he had the hearts to do it, it works out beautiful, man. All right. Clear that last bit off the screen. We have a devil deal. Give him something good. Okay, hearts.
And, all right, Assassin's Court. Or ceremonial.
Same thing. It looks like an assassin's robe.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
That every time.
Let's be honest. It does look like one. I just realized I'm singing along with music Slack can't hear. How cruel is this?
I couldn't even hear you singing.
It's all good till I start singing like Eagles of Death Metal or something. You're like, wait a minute, did I hear that? Yeah, something dark side. Still one of my favorite episodes ever. All right, moving on through that 1-1. Again, I'll give this credit. Rex, with what he's got going for him, is working super fast. It's just, man, he's got a lot of ground left to make up here. It's not over by any means, but I don't see Barry dying either, especially now with those 2 extra Sin Hearts that he just grabbed.
Yeah.
Really don't see that happening. Yeah, when Slack can't hear the music. Don't you Glenn up my chat? I see how it is. And yeah, that's right, Glenn. Yeah, I said it. I gotta play Chrono Trigger again. I haven't played that in a good long time. I usually do 1 annual playthrough, and I haven't even touched it this year. Whoa, Mama Gertie, one of the few times. It looked like she got pushed off the screen more so than disappeared that time on Barry's side, too. I don't think I've ever seen her disappear like that. Crappy items are crappy. We'll keep taking the soul hearts. Barry did a smart thing with that Book of Revelations, too. I like that. Just the first item room, Friskies. Just the first one, because it gives you, what's the item name? More options on the first item room in this mod. So you wind up getting 2 items in there, plus you have the D6 you can re-roll. The racers basically said if you die or you lose all your resets, then no more checking that. But you can check, but no more touching the items in the first room, because you get so many in there that, you know, you can wind up with something decent. They kind of wanted a punishment if you died, as if death wasn't enough. Which I would say it is, but that's me. The racers wanted this, so we went with it. Yes, RPG fan, my man, dude, my man. Corridors of Time, so good. Almost better than the intro to Chrono Cross. Almost.
Rex has now also picked up one of my favorite items in the game,
Ooh.
Rubber Cement. I would actually probably start that in this rule set just because I love that item that much.
I've seen people actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think Kazooie Girl started it during one of the practice runs one time and made it work to her advantage and won. So I love Rubber Cement. It is fun. Plus now he's got mapping as well if you're looking. So now Rex is going to beeline everywhere. Yeah. So that can help. Enough? No, but it's helping. So he's making progress towards what he needs. It's just, is it too little too late? I'm going to say, yeah, it probably is. But I've seen crazier things happen. I've seen a lot crazier happen. But it's really going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. Barry's got such a good build. Not a good build, but good
he's
enough.
He's very survivable now,
yes.
And he's got a sack dagger. You don't need a lot more than that.
No, the survivability...
When you have a lead like this already, you're pretty good.
That dodge was incredible, too. Jeez. How about a Perthrow as well? So now he technically has himself a D6 again. For 1 use, but he has a D6 again. Oh, good. We're going to get little Chad for Rex.
Chad, back off.
God. Dude, I've seen him get up close and personal, but this is... Oh, there we go. How about a reroll into some damage up?
There we go. That's nice.
We'll take those any day. We'll also take that Murder of Mom's Heart, and... Ooh, I was going to say, he's going to be right in that line if he doesn't want to go right up to the Cathedral. He might want to move. I don't think Dark Bomb's worth it. He's going to agree. I would...
Yeah, he's going to pass on that. Goes back for his Emperor card.
Good man. I was worried. I'm not going to lie. I was super worried he'd forget. It happens, dude. It happens to the best of us. I was worried.
It does. I was like, he did leave that back there. Is he paying attention? Of course he was.
Yeah, of course. I mean, these guys are on top of things. They know what's up with it, but God, man, you got to worry sometimes. Like, I don't even drop it.
It can be easy to get thrown off your game with a race that's gone like this, though. So I totally would not have been surprised either.
And again, that Ace of Spades, not so useful. Ooh,
oh,
Cricket's body. Ooh.
God.
This build over on...
Rex finally has a build.
And it's beautiful, too, man. Cricket's body for more splitting on top of the bouncing tiers of rubber cement. God, I love combos like this. I really do. Now just give him, like, Continuum for fun so he can pop him through the walls. It'll be even funnier. Yeah, right, rip bit rate.
Yeah, I can't see him on his own stream ever now.
I can kind of see the ceremony.
To the side, I'm like, all right, yeah, there's his monstro face.
Yeah, I can see the cheeks. That's about it. Otherwise, that is super tough. There we go with, like, the
one of the worst
fistula.
runes ever popping up for Barry, and he's just got to sit in the corner and take it.
Not anymore. I like that.
Finally gets a chance to go in with his sack dagger. Oh,
even if I didn't get hit there, I think I'd get hit there on purpose just to go in with the sack dagger early on like that and clear so much stuff out that it gets you down to just the end. I'd be willing to take the one hit because right there, like you just showed, you got your Book of Revelations proc right afterwards. So it's like losing nothing in the long run. You don't gain anything, but you ain't losing anything either. So... if they're going to update the Switch version, I'm going to guess no. I think anybody that's played this game on console will probably agree that no, that won't happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on it.
It's nothing against them, but they don't really update the console versions ever. Like, there were outstanding glitches that still exist on the PS4 version if you haven't bought the DLC. They won't fix them. They just expect you to get the DLC. So I'm going to say no, just a guess. But the fact that it doesn't have quick reset is kind of weird. I get it, because I don't know where you'd put it on the controller. I mean, what button would you use? Because it's going to put it at risk of being used all the time. So I can understand it, but I'm kind of surprised there's no way to just, like, use it. Which, by the way, we're into Womb 1 in the boss fight already for Rex. So remember that old comeback thing? He was down by, like, 4 floors. He's down by 2 now. Make that 3 again, because here comes... You know, I was going to say Randall the Berserker, but I don't know how many people are going to get that. Anyways, you did.
God, what a devil deal. Ugh.
Yeah, nothing. Isaac's heart?
He pops his Emperor card to try to make up for some time there, but I mean...
It's too late.
I think it's just him being like, well, I've lost. He's at his Isaac fight.
And that's the thing, is he's already at his Blue Baby fight because of that Emperor card is Barry. Yeah. He's working his way around in a circle, and 3 more hearts to go.
And
make that 4, because boom.
GG.
So there it is. Our first person into the finals is going to be This Guy Is Barry, because, again, we still have to finish the other race in a moment or two here. But Barry, good lord, very nicely done, man. That was back and forth the entire time from both of these guys. So Rex...
that was a fantastic race.
Exactly. Like, Rex, like, don't even... How did this move instead of updating what it was supposed to? That's really strange. Anyways, but no, for real, though, like, Rex, like, don't in any way, shape, or form sell yourself short on that one. I love that picture. Because for real, man, that was... You were damn impressive